Feel the legs pushing up on the set. I'm feeling it. Feel the high that you get from the line. If you feel it, raise your hell in the sky.
So, I done this take about 30 times. Forgive me. Do I have faith in James Gunn Superman? Well, Legacy. Well, they didn't change the name of it. As a matter of fact, let's talk about this for a minute. So, he revealed the symbol. I don't care about that. The symbol don't matter to me. How it looks in the trailer and how it comes off in motion, that's what matters to me. He changed the name from Superman Legacy to Superman. Honestly, I don't care for it. Again, he missed a good branding, having every film he do from Superman to Wonder Woman to Batman called Legacy. That's just me. I look at marketing. I thought that was a good marketing scheme if they do all those films with that Legacy title to it. But again, he just called it Superman, so it is what it is. I don't have faith in him. I just don't, because he's doing too much. I said this before in multiple videos, and it's just doing. Some guy got it in the comment section, and he was like, well, James Gunn said this. James Gunn. I said, look, James Gunn says a lot of things, and he needs to stay off of Twitter because he's kind of contradicting himself multiple times, because he says one thing and he doesn't realize, like, oh, fuck, I contradict myself. And it's just, it's laughable at best. Here's the thing. What James Gunn announced last January, a lot of that stuff is either A, being retooled, or B, pivoting to a different direction due to the fact of the writer's strike, due to the fact of DC had 4 box office bombs. As much as Aquaman did better than most of these other films, it was a failure because the first one made $1 billion. How can you went from $1 billion to $400 million? You didn't even touch $500 million, if that make any sense. Now, I did state in my video with Aquaman, if they put the marketing that they did with The Flash, Aquaman probably would have made $500 to $600 million. But they didn't put the marketing into it. That's why they failed. So here we are. And they probably look like fools. I bet you David's ass will look like a damn fool, like, oh, we marketed the wrong film. Of course, because everybody likes Jason Momoa. And again, it's around the holidays. There was no competition. But I don't want to talk about that too much. Anywho, James Gunn is supposed to be the CEO, the overseer, the person that puts the pieces together, precisely, the Kevin Feige of DC right now. How can he do that job when he's directing a Superman film? Kevin Feige's not directing anything. Now, if he was writing it, that's fine. I'm cool with that, because I think his writing at times are good and at times they are bad. But that gives him enough time to actually do other things to make things work. Because him directing just proves that he just wants everything to his style and his universe. The writing part proves that he's taking a step back and trying to be a leader. And that I can respect that aspect, but he's not trying to do that. He's trying to do everything he wants. And then he put every character in the sun that he likes, so he can actually, it will make his Superman film that he wants. There's no reason for Metamorpho, who is from the fucking Outsiders, to be in fucking Metropolis with Superman. I'm sorry, you cannot tell me. Mr. Terrific is fine. I think that's a fine casting. Guy Gardner, I think that's fine. However, that's going to cost money with the constructs you have to use. I think it would have been better to add him somewhere else. Okay? Then you got Hawk Girl. Again, I don't think you need her, but she doesn't really cost for too much CGI, but I don't think you need her. And then you got Supergirl. I don't think you need her, because now that takes away from Superman. The goal of Superman is to feature Superman. The goal of Legacy, or whatever it was, to feature the legacy characters by him. Now you see what I just said there. When you said Superman Legacy, you talk about the legacy characters that are by him. Perry White, Lois Lane, Lex Luthor, Lana Lane, if she's there, etc., etc. You took away the legacy. Now you're telling me it's a Superman film. What type of Superman film we're getting? Is it All-Star? Is it Superman and Friends? That's what it looks like to me. And that's what I'm feeling. All I see is Superman featuring all-star cast. And all I see is Superman and Friends. And it's not looking good. It's looking like James Gunn is going to do James Gunn. And what I mean is he's not going to look at the problem that DC has been having for the last several years, is not focused material on these films. And we're at the point now we're not getting this focus part on these films. It's getting worse. That was the problem with the last regime. They did everything else but focus on the core characters. They did everything else but focus on what fans actually wanted. There were some hits here. There were some things that were hits and misses. The Joker was a hit, surprisingly. The Shazam, the first one, was a hit, surprisingly. And what I mean by hit, critically. Critically, as a hit. Aquaman was a big hit. Even the sequel, I thought, was pretty good. Which, if it had the right marketing, could have been... We're not going to talk about that. But the others, Birds of Prey, Black Adam, Shazam 2, all these other films, these were bombs. Because they lost sight. They were trying to pivot away from the Zack Snyder Justice League, not realizing, let's come back to this. Let's retool. Let's do a Batman film and redo this better. But again, Ben Affleck said he was out because of the Josh Whedon situation. But let's come back and retool these films and make them better for the fans. And they made it worse. How do you make Wonder Woman, that people consider one of the best superhero films in the last 10 years, the sequel, one of the worst superhero film in the last 10 years, at the same type of... Warner Brothers could do Warner Brothers. But what I'm really trying to say, ladies and gentlemen, is I don't think James Gunn is the right fit for Superman. I think he's the right fit for to do a Justice League film, because I've seen him do Guardians with a great ensemble cast, and he's done a terrific job. But I do not think he's a good fit to do a first Superman film to reintroduce this character to the audience that desperately needs hope, because DC has no hope whatsoever. But that's my opinion. Comment below, let me know.